back again. This week's topic, also, before I get started, many anime, as we know, can get hated on for whatever reason. It could be stupid stuff, and it could be serious stuff. Let's discuss. For one, people always say that One Piece is too long. Honestly, I can understand that, but there's a lot of content, and a lot of content means good. It's good watching. It doesn't make sense to people say that because some of the same people who say that are willing to sit down and watch Grey's Anatomy, which is like 488 episodes, if I remember correctly, all 42 minutes, which is not as long as One Piece, but almost as long if you consider the how long the episodes are and how long it would take to watch. Also, One Piece is long. I'm not gonna lie about that. But that should not. That's not a reason for anyone to not watch it. It's very good. You really should. Now, My Hero Academia. Oh boy, here we go. The fandom. Fandom is trash. All the shippers and basically all the shippers ruin it. Come on, who the heck would ship Deku with Bakugo? Come on, I mean seriously, who in their right mind would want to do that? The only right ship with Deku, Uraraka. Anyway, I have not much to say about that. I'm not caught up with it anyway. But yeah, the shippers and the fandom ruin the anime. For some people, I mean. But that can also apply to any anime. But the most toxic ones, in my opinion, is most likely from My Hero Academia. I mean, think about it though. Shipping. You're shipping a straight guy with another straight guy. Now, I don't see how that makes sense. The mangaka literally implies that Uraraka is Deku's crush. So it makes no sense why Deku would be shipped with anyone else. Makes no sense. Especially with All Might and like Nomu. I've seen those before. I really don't want to get into that. Okay, next up we have Naruto. As we all know, Naruto is filler. Way too much of it, actually. Even though it has a lot of filler, it's still good. You could just skip the filler. But if you're talking about Boruto, the sequel to Naruto and everything, no, don't watch it. They should just end it after Shippuden. Boruto is the filler part of Naruto. Like, I would say over 80% of it is filler. Between the previous arc and the most recent one, there was like over a year full of filler. That's right. I've been counting. I've been watching Naruto ever since then. Nah. But since I watched Boruto, that filler part just nah. That just ruined my interest. I don't blame you if you like Boruto, but it's nowhere near Naruto or Shippuden or One Piece or any other more modern anime at all. Like, it's not even a comparison. I know Boruto is about Naruto's son, but they should at least give Naruto and Sasuke more screen time. And I think they butchered a lot of their powers as well. Again, I might be wrong. I haven't watched it in over a year. It might have changed. Who knows? All right, next we got Demon Slayer. They're saying that the animation basically carries the whole anime. And I agree on that, but it's also pretty decent. The last season was okay, but the upcoming ones, oh boy, you better get ready for those. A bunch of heartbreak, a bunch of action, and plot twists. But yeah, of course, all anime is basically carried by its animation. Most anime, I should say. Think about it. If you don't like the animation style, if you don't like the animation style, you could just not watch it. or that's fine. That's kind of like me in Attack on Titan. Hot take out of the way. I'm sorry to all the Attack on Titan fans. I just can't get into it. The art style just throws me off for some reason. I mean, it's good. I would try it again, but the art style just threw me off. I got through like 15 episodes, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, back to Demon Slayer. Of course, there has to be good animation if it's like by a good studio. I mean, come on, you're not gonna watch an anime if it's not good animation for the fights. I mean, think logically. And next, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. People are saying the animation is weird, and I'm not gonna say my opinion, yes or no. But I'm just gonna say you have to have an acquired taste for it. And once you get past part one, honestly, in my opinion, that's kind of the slowest part. Yeah, if you get past part one, it should be all better. Sure, yeah, there are some interesting parts and weird parts. Yeah, weird parts, interesting parts. Yeah, that's all I got to say about JoJo. Besides the stands and everything. Think about it though. If I had to choose a stand, it would probably be Shining Diamond. I can't remember if it's Shining Diamond or Crazy Diamond. I think it's Shining Diamond. Yeah, I would choose that because let's say you break something important, you could just use that to fix it. It won't fix the fact that my dad left me. Nah, just kidding. It won't fix the fact that you can't get a girlfriend, let's say, but you can fix, I don't know, your grandparents' urn, your favorite glasses, and your phone. Who knows? It could be very useful. Going back to One Piece about it being too long. Sure, yeah, about that. It can also be what do you call it? It can also be kind of slow at some points, like in the beginning. First couple hundred episodes, like it's not HD at all. Like it's SD, but once it turns HD and it's much clearer and full screen, it's like night and day. I can't speak too much on One Piece because I'm only on like episode 340. Let's say I think 344. But yeah, I hear good things about One Piece and everything. Yeah, One Piece, very good. Naruto, way too much filler. But the Naruto like from 2002 to 2007, you know, that's even though that's a lot of filler. I watched all of it unknowingly that it was filler and you're not supposed to watch it, or you're not required to. I did anyway because I didn't know any better, and I don't regret a thing about it. The next anime I'm going to talk about is Sailor Moon. Most people, when they think about Sailor Moon, they think it's probably for girls, and I don't blame them because it's a magical girl anime. But it's also interesting to watch. I like watching it. I like good. It's honestly top 10 in my opinion, maybe even top 5. Even though it's like magical girl, it does not mean it's actually for girls. It can be for guys, anyone. I wouldn't say it's like for young kids, but like let's say like 10 and up. Yeah. And also going back to One Piece yet again. The dub on One Piece, 4Kids dub. Oh Lord. You should watch it. They cut out a lot of they basically 4Kids what they did is they made it tolerable for the American audience. For kids, 4Kids, like the name. Which means they eliminated all violent scenes, blood, guns, alcohol, and replaced it with more kid-friendly stuff, like juice, water guns, and even cut out some scenes, and even some arcs too. Also, fun fact: the 4Kids dub Zoro was voiced by the dub of Guts from Berserk. But if you're talking about amazing dubs, first is obviously Ghost Stories, which means like they basically said what they wanted as long as the plot remained. And honestly, at this point, I wish that was for all dub. It would have made it much better. And then the second best, obviously, is 4Kids. All right, next we got Dragon Ball. People say it's just buff men screaming. Honestly, I can't say too much about it because I have not watched much, but it's very influential anime. I would say it's very good, even though I've only seen a couple episodes of the first one. Yeah, I heard it's good. Even though it's just buff men screaming, and turning blonde, which is basically the Super Saiyans. I don't know. I don't get why that's hated on because of that. And finally, anime itself. People say it's for kids. There are some for kids and some for not. If someone tells you that anime is for kids, tell them to watch one episode of Berserk or High School DxD. Seriously, it's not for kids. What kind of kid would want to watch that? The only anime for kids is like probably slice of life or comedy, like Nichijou, Azumanga Daioh. If you know, you know. And also, people say that all the fans are cringe. Most of them are. Not all of them. Most of them. And I mean most. I mean the ones who let's say like I said, the My Hero shippers. The people who always say they can beat Goku. And no, not everyone can beat Goku. Sorry to break it to you. And yeah, just because it's anime doesn't mean that it's for kids. That's very weird to say, but I do not think it's not all for kids. A majority of them are not for kids. Even Sailor Moon, like the first, I would say like not 7 and younger. I mean, not 10 and younger. I would say 10 and up can watch it. One Piece, I would say like 15. Yeah, because there's violence, adult stuff that kids would not be able to understand. Take Madoka Magica, for example. The first couple episodes appear heartwarming and nice. But episodes 3 through 12, oh Lord, that's a different story. It turns into one of the most darkest things I've ever seen. Even today, I question myself after why I watched it. Another one is like Neon Genesis. Even though the opening and ending are amazing, there's a lot of stuff in there that's not for kids at all. I would say like PG-13 or rated R. But in the middle, I would say 15. Because why not? You're not going to go to a movie theater to watch an anime unless it's an anime movie like Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, One Piece, even though it's too long, people say it's too long. Even though I agree, it does not mean it's bad. My Hero, the shippers, and the rest of the fandom. Even though people ship others that are not supposed to be shipped. Like, also, I forgot to talk about TikTok and My Hero fandom. Not a good combination. I've seen a couple, like even though they're jokes, it's just awful. That they're pregnant with Todoroki's baby. They must be messed up in the mind. Naruto, filler. Some of it's good, some of it's boring. But Boruto, don't watch. It's mostly filler. Demon Slayer, animation, good. Is it carried? I would say half and half. The story is okay. But the ending, I wish it had just ended different. JoJo. Yes, the art style is weird, and you have to be weird to like the weirdness. Sailor Moon. It's not for girls, it's for everyone. And if you're talking about filler, if you're concerned about filler in that, please be warned. It's like half filler. Unlike One Piece, which is like 10%. Dragon Ball, buff dude screaming. Again, I don't got much to say about this because I haven't watched much Dragon Ball, but I think that's that's most of the plot. Anime is not for kids, and not all of the fans are cringe. Some of them are, and just because some of the fans are cringe does not mean that you should not watch anime because of it. Thank you. That's it.